Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for July 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, this is just the introduction, so if you're looking for your main reading for your, whatever your birth chart says, your rising, your ascending, your moon, your Jupiter, your Venus, whatever that is, go down here to the description. There is a timestamp. It should take you right to there. Now, I hope you watch this at least once. Now, I am using for the main readings, I will be using my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. I will pull one, hopefully, from my John Holland Tarot and Oracle cards. I will follow up with my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, for this reading, I will be using my traditional Waite Rider Tarot and my Colette Baron Reed, the Good Tarot. I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. Take what you like. Leave the rest. Okay? So I told you that I'm going to go to my notes, that we are in Leo season right now. So here we go with Leo season. That will be starting on July 22nd. At 4:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so that will be on the 22nd. That is this Friday. And again, happy birthday to all the Leos. Now, let's see what we have going on here. On the 19th, Mercury did enter into Leo at 8:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mercury is communication, is about electronics. Expect some powerful energies, powerful revelations to come through that. July 28th, Jupiter, we're not quite there yet, but Jupiter, which is in Aries, will go retrograde. So there is a really good chance for positive energy, positive rebuilding type of energy. Now, couple of things about this end of July into August. So we have something called on July 25th, we have something that is called the Day Out of Time. Now, this is according to the Mayan calendar. With the Mayan calendar, on the 24th, that is the end or the culmination of the 13 moon calendar. So that year ends on the 24th. The new year, and again, this is Mayan calendar, starts on the 26th. So the 25th, which will then be Monday, and this is interesting day. This day is charged with spiritual energy. It allows a more intense connection with the spiritual world, and actions will be well received by the universe. So then we start the 26th, which was, again, that would be Tuesday, and that is something called the opening of the Lion's Gate. Now, there's lots of different information about that. You can look that up. A lot of these times, they're considered these portals. And, portals aren't just on our solstices, aren't just on our, just aren't on those special days. These are portals where the veil thins between us and them. And, so the 25th is, again, one of those days. The 24th, like I said, for the Mayan calendar, end of the year. 26th, the beginning of the year. So the 24th, July 24th will be Sunday. Now, interesting times. And I do remember there is something I've been talking about the 1st of August and the 2nd. Now, it's also the 31st too. Uranus which has been in Taurus, and that's been about expect the unexpected. It's going to be doing some interesting change up. So when it says expect the unexpected, well, if you expect it, it's not going to be unexpected. So interesting stuff, the end of July, beginning of August. So lots of stuff happening with this one. Anyway, let's see what we've got. Let's go ahead and see what higher power, Holy Spirit. Remember, I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself up to Holy Spirit and ask, that only what is needed come through. And these cards are just kind of going all over the place. Let's see what we've got here. So higher power, God, Holy Spirit. What does everyone need to know about what's going on in the universe, in the world? And remember, this is why the individual readings are important. Whatever is going on in the world, we still have to live our lives. We still have to go forth. And we need to be bold. We need to be bold. We need to live without fear. So let's see what we have, because remember, yes, fear is a tool, not just the tool. It is a tool of what, of the devil, of the dark energies. Okay. So let's see what we have here, my light workers, my spirit, my star seeds. Let's see what we have here. And I do talk about that periodically. So the people that have been watching know what I'm talking about with that. So we're going to put 3 cards down. Let's see what we've got here. Okay. First card. Okay, reversed cards have a stronger energy. So now we have the Lovers. It is reversed. Now some people will say, some readers will look at the Lovers and say it's the opposite. I look at it as something that's got a little bit more impact, a little bit more power to it. So we have a 6 here. 6, and the numbers are important too. 6, everything's important if you're paying attention. And that's the thing. We need to pay attention to the signs and symbols, and we need to always work with them in the higher good. Okay, so 6 is the number of man. It is the energies you put into something. It is the outcomes that you are looking for. But it is, again, how are you approaching something? If you're approaching it half-baked, then you're going to get something that's half-baked. If you're putting a lot of effort into it, there will be a reward. It might not always be the reward you're looking for, but there will be something that comes from that. Now, I am feeling very much the sun energy here. Again, Leo, the sun, the sun is very big for Leo energy. And so the first thing that I'm looking at is that sun. The sun is shining. Now, there is also a divine entity. The divine entity is covering the man and the woman, is looking at the man and the woman. The man looks at the woman, and the woman looks up at the divine. So it is kind of a trinity type of energy. It is a joining together type of an energy. The Lovers doesn't always mean that you're going to find love, but the Lovers does mean to me that you're going to find the truth about love. Okay? So at least that's what I'm getting right now for this card. There is, again, the sun shining energy. So this is very important. This is very part of this portal energy happening. Again, there might be, and remember too, we all have a masculine and feminine side to us. Some people will say it's the right brain, left brain. Some people will say it's the estrogen, testosterone. But we all have a little bit of both. So there's a lot of feminine. There's the feminine energy, which is searching for something more, searching for something that's in that divinity. The masculine energy is looking for something in the now. So and it doesn't mean that the man is doing this or the woman is doing this. I'm saying this is in all of us. So we do have to come to a reconciliation on how we look at we look at that divine, we look at that supernatural, yet live in the natural. But the Lovers does have some, it does have a feel that there is more going on than meets the eye. There is, their relationship, again, Mercury in Leo, there could be some honesty coming out in relationships. It could be, it doesn't necessarily have to be very harmonious, but it's one thing. In order for the sun to shine, it's going to have to really shine on those dark areas that we may not want to see, that we may not want to reveal. Okay, thank you for that. Here we go. Okay, now we come to the 4 of Cups. And it's interesting that we have a 5-1 and then a 1-5. Don't know why, but that just is something that's popping at me too. The 4 of Cups is that in-between time. Is that, I'm not necessarily, Cups in itself is our Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. We just left Cancer energy. A lot of still Pisces and Scorpio. Neptune, I think Neptune is retrograde in Pisces right now. Scorpio is that South Node energy too. So there is, Cups is fluid. It is romantic. It's very spiritual. So there might be some people, and I'm kind of picking up on that spiritual energy right here, maybe because it's next to that Lovers. This might be these people, the energies that we just don't really know what to believe, what to go for. When we look at this, the 3 cups down here, the person does not look really positive about it. Just kind of looks like this is the cards I'm dealt with, but then there is this divine energy, divine hand bringing a fourth cup. So again, I feel like this is an in-between spot, but it's kind of like, what do we even believe? What are we supposed to believe? Where are we supposed to go? Seeing is believing, but that yet this is coming. So is this about having faith? Is this about, believing in something more than what we can see? I don't know, just getting this in between vibe for this weekend. Okay, last card here. Well, this is lovely, and this one is reversed also. So this is a 3. So 3 has our, 3 is our creativity. It is celebratory. It's also the power of 3. You say something, do something. You get 2 of your buddies with you, 3 of you. You say, you do it. You put it into that universe. I send it on to God, Holy Spirit. I like to direct it exactly to someone. But this is, there's power in these numbers. There's power in the energies. There's power in your voice. Again, this is cup energy, that spiritual energy, that fluid energy. But this is about celebration. This is about, figuring things out. This is about loving and caring. So we start with some, maybe some searching energy here, searching for love, searching for, more than what we are, searching for that spirituality, kind of coming to grips between the masculine and the feminine of ourselves or of others. We have this in between. What do we really believe? Where do we really go with this? What, seeing really believing? Is there faith? Should I be expecting? And then we end with this very celebratory, let's raise this up. Now there is the feminine energy here. So maybe the search is, rewarded. Okay. I don't know. We went a little bit more in that spiritual, but you know what? This is, that we're in that time. We're coming to, at least to the Mayan calendar, we're coming to that end of the world, not the end of the world, the end of the year. Oh my goodness. So it's, but even if it was the end of the world, is it the end of the world that we ourselves know? It's not the end of the earth. It is not the end of the earth, but it could be the end of what we know, and things are changing. But that 3 of Cups it's a good change. It is a good change. Okay, let's see what we have here. What we have here with our, yes, I have to look, Colette Baron Reed. Here we go. Higher power, what do you have? What do you want to say? That card kind of poking out, but I think I really want to pull another card out too. Higher power, what do you want to say to us? Here we go. Okay, let's see what these are. Well, interesting enough, we have a 16. Now this is a major arcana energy. This is the tower energy. This is the everything comes down in order for things to be rebuilt energy. This is the revelation. This is the reveal of where the cracks are, the reveal of what's going on. There's a lot of, again, there's a lot of reveal here. Now, now we have a 1. So again, those 1s were kind of popping. I know they're Roman numerals. I know that's a 3, but the 1s were kind of popping for me. So we have a 1, which is a new beginning. And we have the 10 plus 6. 10 is transitional energy. 6 is, again, the number of man. It's what you put into it. But if you add the 1 and 6 together, it becomes a 7, and that is divine. That's a divine number. That is a divine umbrella. That is a divine covering. So no matter what is going on, no matter what, again, remember I said have no fear. Have no fear. There is a divine covering. Even if it seems rocky, even if it seems like, there is no hope, there is always hope. Have no fear. But again, this is the Tower. This is a major arcana. Now our next card here, this is the one that kind of just fell, kind of was like out there. Now let's see what we have here. We have the 4 of Fire. Now the 4 of Fire is a joyful time also. So we have some joyful energies here. The 4s are stability, it's leadership, it's also organization. Fire is our Leo energy. It is our Aries energy. It is our Sagittarius. It's passionate, it's burning, it's very determined energy. This card is generally about celebration again, but in a more passionate manner. So we have the spiritual celebration, and now we have the passionate celebration. We have the weddings. We have the the happier times. So even though there might be some of this this disgruntled energy here, this what's going on energy, there is hope. There is more coming for us. So again, so that is our fire energy. Now, the two energies we did not talk about, I'm looking at her too, I just feel like there is joyful energy here. There is this positive energy. And it could be, again, remember, you are our spirit workers, our light workers, our star seeds. We are in this together. We have to make sure that we keep our vibrations high. And I feel like this is a high vibration energy. High vibration, and sometimes the high vibrations is what brings down the tower. You think about, there's things in, scriptures and such like that talk about high vibrations bringing things down that needed to be brought down. So we need to make sure that we keep our vibrations extremely high, no matter what it is we are seeing with our natural eyes. Okay, so something interesting with this weekend. I don't know. Like I said, according to the Mayan calendar, end of the year. So, but then that 25th is that day outside of time. So interesting stuff. Let me know what you're thinking about this. Let me know who reads this a little bit differently, or just make some comments. Thank you. Anyway, also too, this is important. Take a moment, please, to like, share, subscribe, click on that bell for notifications. You keep me inspired, and that's why I keep doing this. So I thank you for that. Now, why don't we start our readings? Hello, my Aquariuses, and how are you? Well, let's see. We've got our new moon in Leo that's going to be coming up, and then we will have our full moon in Aquarius during Leo season. So this is a time for you to really start shining up your armor, kind of get this, shining up your mirrors, shining up your windows. I feel like you're getting out the window spray or whatever it is and polishing things up, polishing things you can see through, or that sees back. This is a time for you to really start shining things up for yourself. Now, does that mean that this is a time for you to shine? It could definitely be that too. But I see you actually like pulling, like doing the little getting out the cloth or whatever and just shining things up, shining around you. Anyway, let's see what higher power. Yeah, my mind is a fascinating place sometimes. And I feel like you getting out your armor too and spritzing it and doing whatever you have to do to shine that up also. Let's see, my Aquariuses, what do we have for you from higher power? Higher power. Here we go. And we have 1, 2, 3. 3 cards. This is not sticking for me. I need to get something tighter too, or a wrench or something to tighten this up. Here we go. Okay. As long as it doesn't fall again. Okay, so this one is reversed. Let's see what we have here. First card is the 5 of Air. Ooh, 5 of Air. Interesting stuff. 5 is change. Positive could be negative. Air is your energy. It is also Gemini and Libra. Remember, you've got Saturn in your energy right now. Truth versus illusion. Things being seen. Kind of like, so I'm kind of getting with the 5 of Air. And Air is also strategic thinking, being objective, looking at things not necessarily as emotionally as you might, just kind of really facing a lot of your past and present decisions. Just looking at them and saying, okay, this is what I've got to live with. This is what, maybe that wasn't the best choice that I made. And now I'm living with some of the repercussions of that. Or maybe this was a good choice. And again, I feel like there's repercussions happening here. But you need to look at it, and you need to look at these things very clear-headed. You need to keep the emotion separate, because once you see it, you'll be able to kind of clean it out. Again, and maybe that's why I see you shining and cleaning everything out, shining things up for you. But again, it's like you have to look at it and you have to see it objectively, and not necessarily like, why did I do this? Or there's no blame, there's no shame. It's just, this is my situation, and now it's up to me to do something to make it different. Okay? Okay. And remember too, the Five of Swords is also about Sneaky Snake. And I'm not saying, again, there's no blame, no shame. But again, Sneaky Snake is not honorable. And it's not your energy. It is something that was not honorable and maybe caused you or maybe influenced you. Okay? But this is the time now. This is a good weekend to fix it. Here we go. An unwise choice. Learn what you can from the situation. Review everyone's motives. So here we go. Next card is reversed. Strong stuff. The Two of Air. Now the Two of Air. So air energy again for you. Really thinking things through. But now you've got some decisions. So maybe it's, how am I going to fix this? What am I going to do with this information? What am I going to do with the ramifications? Okay. The thing about the two, it's about crossroads choices. You know what you need to do. You know what needs to be done when this comes about. The energies will help you to make some decisions. You may not like the decisions that you're facing, but it will be better. It will help you to go forward than not making a decision at all. So something, my Aquarius is, I do feel, again, this is turnaround. This something has to bust. Something has to move for you. It's just, this is really looking at that reality and not necessarily the illusion. What is it? What is it about? Comment down there. Let me know, my Aquarians. Being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate. Pretending there is no problem. And the thing is, once you recognize, again, be objective. Try to keep the emotion, and then, and you're going to be able to deal with it. You'll deal with it much better than you even think. Here we go. Next card is the Ace of Air. So you've got all this air energy happening. Again, this is Ace. One, new beginning, new start. Okay? It's like, once you've dealt with this, once you've made your decision, and what is this about? I can't tell you per se. I have some thoughts about it, but nothing that's really popping out of my mouth, and that's how it just pops out of my mouth. But once you figure this out, once you make a decision, once you just say, and maybe this is, to me, it's like, when I'm faced in this situation, God help me, what am I supposed to do? And then once I make that decision, once I say whatever that is, things move forward to me. And they literally do. Okay? It doesn't mean that it's going to be easy, doesn't mean that it's going to be just smooth sailing, but there's something about this that it just really gets you moving. It really gets your determination up. It really gets I feel like you taking more control over your life than you've ever had in a while, in feeling more control and saying, this is where I want to go. This is what I want to do. There's not an emotional component. I'm not saying that you're not emotional, that you're not a human, but it's really kind of like, this is what I want, I need, I'm going to do. Okay? So there's a very strong, maybe because you're facing whatever this you have to face, there's like this total strength. There's a strength of purpose here for you, my Aquarians. Okay, brilliant new ideas and inspirations. Seeing the truth of a situation. That's what I keep telling you. A challenging beginning, but you now see things clearer. And maybe that's why I kept seeing you cleaning those mirrors, clearing the windows, clearing your shining up your armor. You're starting to see things clearer now. And now even though it's not necessarily what you wanted to see, you can now make some choices. You can now make some plans. You can now deal with things better. Anyway, let's see what we have here. Don Holland, Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. Clarity, clarity, higher power, Holy Spirit. Clarity for our Aquarians. And that's really, yes. Here we go. Okay, reversed intuition. Now, here we go being very objective, very mindful. And now we have our intuition. We have that 2 energy again, choices. Intuition, this is the high priestess. This is connecting with with higher power on more that feminine energy. This is that oracle energy. This is, really, really look into your intuition, look within. Again, here's something, I don't know, that could be, what is it? The black plates shined up, looking forward type of thing. Whatever. It'll come to me anyway. Remember the one thing about the high priestess. The high priestess only gives you what you can handle, okay? No more, no less. Sometimes you may feel like it's a little more, but it's not. It will stretch you. It might grow you. But this is about looking into your intuition. Once this logical side connects, once the logical side sees the reality, this is where you now go, okay, God, source, higher power, angels, what do I do with this now? What do I do with this now? So there's a lot of truth coming out this weekend. There's a lot of seeing the reality of a situation here this weekend. But there's also a lot of hope, and there's also a lot of possibilities with this too. Okay? Okay, here we go. And we have the 5-2-1. This would make 8. 8 is unlimited opportunities and possibilities. If you add a 2 to it, it becomes a 10. 10 transition. 1-0 becomes a 1. So new beginning, new start. So this is a change. This is one of those changes. But you had to see the truth in order for you to make some choices with this. Okay, free will, free will. Anyway, let's see what we have here, what crystal or energy for my Aquariuses we have here. Here we go, reversed. Smoky quartz, obsidian, black obsidian plates. There's these obsidian plates, and you really polish them up, and you can, a lot of seers can, can do a lot of deep meditation with that. Anyway, smoky quartz. Here we go. Dispels negative energy, home protection, earth connection, achieving career success. Well, my Aquariuses, it looks like between yours and Libras, it looks like the air energies are really going to be stretched. But remember too, go take a look at your ascending, your rising, all the other ones that might be in your birth chart too. Anyway, my Aquariuses, take a moment please to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. As always, my Aquarians, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.